While seated, my bodyguard told me that the government spokesman, Isaac Mwaura, is outside the door and wants to see me. Out of respect, I walked outside, met Isaac Mwaura, we talked, he gave me his number, I gave him my number, I explained to him a few things, he explained to me a few things. Little did I know that Isaac Mwaura, in a corner somewhere, before the president went to Oparanya's homecoming, he called me. Because, okay, it was not him speaking at first, because I got a call, nikaambiwa, hey, somebody wants to talk to you. So I wondered which somebody. I just said, haya mpe simu basi. Nikasikia, haya bwana Morara, ujambo. It's the president. Obvious, his voice is unmistakable. And you see, the president is very keen on knowing your history. He began by asking me where I'm born, my parents, where I went to school, what are my qualifications, what have I studied. But he didn't ask me whatever I'm doing or to what end I'm doing it. He didn't even complain that hii mambo nafanya sijui ni mbaya or what. Let me speak about the issue of William Ruto calling me so that I don't lose it.
Oh, yes, okay, please. Go ahead.
You know, I'm not known for lying. And I know that if you tell one lie, all your truths will become questionable. But also, there are extents that I have been tempted to go to prove that the president calls me that I don't want to go to, because then I will synchronize myself. What I mean to say is, if the president calls you, it is in strict confidence. And even if you don't like whatever he says on the call, you may want to just respect that it is the president that has called and keep your conversation private. So this expectation that Hussein had, that probably I should have recorded the president, or that I should have gone to very great lengths to try and prove that the president called me, was neither here nor there, because the upshot of it would have been, now leaders who want to speak to me would be worried, because then it means you are not a dependable person. People cannot identify with you as a person of integrity who can keep certain conversations private. But the undecaying truth, and someday if I become president, by then tafuta hizo records nizichambue vibaya sana, naweza tafuta watu wa IT ni put on a very big embarrassment hao watu wawili, Hussein together with his master William Ruto, because they refuse that they didn't make the call, which is Hussein wouldn't know anyway. He was not there when the call was made. But he was woken up from his sleep to call TV and deny something he didn't know. I was at KICC attending an event called Okoa Uchumi Citizen Assembly. I was supposed to be a speaker at that event. While seated, my bodyguard told me that the government spokesman, Isaac Mwaura, is outside the door and wants to see me. Out of respect, I walked outside, met Isaac Mwaura, we talked, he gave me his number, I gave him my number, I explained to him a few things, he explained to me a few things. Little did I know that Isaac Mwaura, in a corner somewhere, had a cameraman photographing me. And the mission was, wanipige picha nikiwa na Isaac Mwaura so that I look like they've already compromised me. Huyu tushamuongelesha. So I didn't know that the photo was taken. It was taken without my knowledge. I went back into the citizen assembly. I gave my speech. While I'm in the car headed home, my PA shows me something that is trending on Twitter to look at this photo. And it's not Mwaura himself who has posted, he gave it to his bloggers. So they've posted it now with their fake accounts. It's now trending that they've already bought me. And by the way, I would like to let Isaac Mwaura know that I will audit him too. Because I suspect that he might have used my photo to extort public funds from the government, because he might have been given money and upetie Morara, then he ate it, then took a photo with me.
Yeah, Morara, buana.
As if it can happen, it happens all the time.
Ish.
Money is even given to someone, atipeleka kwa mchango, the guy goes there and takes photos.
That's true.
So I'm worried that the guy might have used my name and my good picture to try and extort money, public funds. But Mwaura, when he took my number, he told me the president wants to talk to me. I told him, why doesn't he invite me to a meeting? He said no. Before the president went to Oparanya's homecoming, he called me because, okay, it was not him speaking at first because I got a call. Nikaambiwa, hey, somebody wants to talk to you. So I wondered which somebody. I just said, haya mpe simu basi. Nikasikia, haya bwana Morara, ujambo. Since the president, obvious, his voice is unmistakable. And you see, the president is very keen on knowing your history. He began by asking me where I'm born, my parents, where I went to school, what are my qualifications, what have I studied. But he didn't ask me whatever I'm doing or to what end I'm doing it. He didn't even complain that hii mambo nafanya sijui ni mbaya or what. No. He just knew my history. He asked me like a friendly talk. Then he told me, you are a young man with potential. Serikali ni kubwa, nitakuweka kwa mpango. Mtakuja nitaangalia hii mahali naweza kuweka hata wewe ni kugroom. I told him, Your Excellency the President, thank you for the offer, but I'm fine. I'm okay with wherever I am. Then he told me, haya, ni sawa kijana tutaongea. And he cut off the call and that is it. But Hussein denies he was not there. And I cannot go to the lengths of recording a president to try and prove that he talked to me. I wished that they had called to controvert the facts of what I was speaking about on TV that day.
Yes.
Waseme hii project amedanganya.
Yes.
Hii haikuwa for 808 million. Ama hii haikuwa 1.2 billion. Ama hiyo yenye anasema haijafanywa, hiyo kitu imefanywa, niko 100% sure. Wangesema vitu kama hizo, unajua hata Kenyans wangesema kwani ukijana kwani anatuambia nini? But they have never ever controverted any point that I have made factually. They've never controverted it factually. Hadi yenye nimereveal jana ya Kenya Pipeline Corporation, ngoja uone how quiet they will be about it. Because whenever their mouth is full of food, they can't talk. They have table manners.
You know, one other thing that Morara can be very good at. Morara is a very humorous person, despite the fact that he's doing God's work.
Yes.
And he's doing very serious work and very dangerous work. But he never loses his sense of humor, which I think is part in what really connects him.
Yes.
Also, especially with people down in the village na nini, wanaelewa hizi vitu na ana understand lugha yao.